All right, and we are live with Writing Sprint Wednesday. Hello, everybody. It's me, Doug Lansborough, and I know I'm not the normal Writing Sprint host. That would be my pal Robert, but his internet service provider is giving him some troubles today. So you got me. You got me. And I know my pal Hank is hanging out in the chat, ready to answer questions if anyone has questions, or just ready to chat, ready to show me up in terms of how much we get written because he consistently beats me at it. TW, hello. Thank you for joining us today on another wonderful Writing Sprint Wednesday. I always love doing this, right? I'm jealous that Robert gets to do it basically every week. So I'm thrilled to be here, get some extra words in. It's just going to be a grand old time. All right. We have the sprint URLs in the description of the video. At least over on YouTube we do. I'm going to also put it in the chat for anyone over watching on Facebook as well, or anyone who's watching after this and just want to grab it from there. There we go. Feel free to join us over in that word sprint. We're going to be writing together, see how many words we can get. If that's not your thing, if you don't want to write there, or if you're editing, or if you're revising, whatever you do, then this is just a cool productivity sprint for you. Where we're going to do 20 minutes for our first session, have a 5-minute break, catch our breath, debrief, brag about what we've done, and then we're going to go back for another 20 minutes today. So 40 minutes of writing total. I've already written this morning. My creativity is it's up, it's excited, I'm ready to go, but like it's not peak. So I'm gonna aim for a hopefully more realistic word count this time around, but we'll see how it goes. Morgan, hello, welcome, welcome. Morgan, I forget where you're joining us from. I know TW is joining us from the UK, and I know Hank's joining us from the US. So, but I know I've seen you around here, Morgan. So, if you're comfortable, go ahead, drop that. But yes, it's awesome seeing all these people stream in, say hello. Let me know what you're working on, whether you're editing, writing, what you're writing, how your book's going, that sort of thing. And then maybe once we're done the sprint, there is an announcement going out today from our friend Hank about an exciting thing coming. I might. Oh, Hank, you let me know in the chat if it's okay if I just tease it a little bit here before that newsletter goes out this afternoon. Because I'm excited. Hank's excited. I'm excited. There's something big happening next week. Honestly, you might have already seen it scheduled for Monday, but that's okay. We'll talk about it. Morocco, very cool, Morgan. Awesome. Probably a lot warmer there than it is in Ontario, Canada today for me. Though it is quite hot today, actually. It feels like 30 degrees Celsius, which is, I don't know, 85 Fahrenheit or 86 Fahrenheit. Oh, it's so close. TW loved the teaser email the other day. Excellent. I'm glad you got excited. And hopefully, for our premium folks joining us, you can join us on Friday. We pushed our regular office hour day, and Hank and I will be joined by our friend Josh Hayes, who is an author of more than a dozen sci-fi novels. It's really exciting to have him in for an office hours with us. All right. We are getting closer and closer to when the writing sprint's going to start. Morgan. Spoiling it already. But yes, yeah, we'll chat about the 60-day challenge at the end of the session today. But there will be a lot more details going out in the newsletter that's going out this afternoon. But perks of joining me here for Writing Sprint Wednesday is if you hang around, you get to know more about the 60-day challenge. Or if you're watching after, I know a lot of people use these as productivity tools after the fact. If you can't make it live, hang around till the end. You'll see what's going on. At least a little bit, a little hint, a little nugget. And then Hank's gonna furiously type at me, "Don't say anything." Alrighty, I'm gonna pop my screen up as we do here. I already have a few words pasted in, so I know where I'm at. But you'll note that even though it says 61 total word count, the actual word count for the sprint is 0 for me still. It kind of reins you back, but I like knowing when I'm in the middle of the scene where I was the last couple sentences. So I'm gonna pop on my music. Happy writing, everybody. Alrighty, let me pause my music here. There we go. Okay, and I'll take my screen down. There we go. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That is writing session number 1 done. And I hope everyone had a successful time. Let me catch up on my messages here or on my comments. Um, Kara in Northeastern Colorado. Awesome. Thank you for joining us, Kara. Working on an essay for AWAI's reality blogger competition. I'm looking forward to finding out about. Man, everyone knows the name now. I shouldn't have said it was on the channel. That's on me. um, Kara, can you let me know what AWAI stands for? That'll be interesting. Hank was having some computer issues, kept crashing. Report the word count after, and he did 812. Hank, my friend, 916 for me today. So I'll blame it on the computer crash. If you hadn't had that, we'd probably be at the exact same number. So, well, that's fantastic. And it's funny because I mean, I'm not going to pretend 916 is a small number. That's actually, I'm quite impressed by myself at the risk of sounding rude. Like I was not expecting that. But it attests to the fact I've been writing consistently every day, minus like 3 days. I've been writing for 67 days in a row. So maybe in the last 2 months and a week, I've missed like 3 or 4 days of writing, and it adds up. Like that's one of the reasons we do this every week, and why I encourage people to write consistently when they can. Because when we did a 20-minute sprint 2 months ago, I was closer to the 500 word mark maybe, which still I know that's still more than some people, and there are people that write faster than I do too. But consistency makes you better, makes you faster, makes you a stronger writer. There's a oh, here we have Hank says this is why writing sprints are so important. Doug and I spur each other on to bigger numbers. Yeah. And yeah, a lot of the words will be cut or will be edited, and there's a lot of, when you're doing a sprint, a lot of that stuff will be weaker writing. There were a couple times in there where you might have seen me shake my head if you were looking up at the screen, because I knew what I wrote wasn't like good. It wasn't the best description of something. It wasn't maybe the right word, but those are things that I can go back and fix up in revisions, right? They're not things I need to worry about now, because you have to parse out in your head how you want to write. And for me, I'm more effective finishing the first draft and then going back and perfecting it than writing and going back and writing and going back. But there are a lot of people who are very who enjoy writing and going back and writing, going back, and at the end of every week, they have exactly what they want. Right? They don't have to do as hefty revisions as I do. Um, Morgan, I will admit 900 and what 18 was it? That's abnormal. For 916 is abnormal for me in 20 minutes. Normally I'm probably averaging around like the 750 mark these days for 20 minutes. Maybe I don't know, maybe the pressure of people watching it changes you. Here, I'm going to share the link for the second sprint if y'all want to join. It is in the YouTube description, but now it is in the chat as well. And Kara's returned to battling tech gremlins for the second time today. That's unfortunate. It stinks when tech gives you that issue. And holy smokes, we're only a minute out from the next sprint starting. What I will do as well, I don't know if I can do this, but can I share? Yeah. So if you use Spotify and you find this worthwhile, this is the playlist that I'm listening to. It's just it says dark fantasy lo-fi. It's not that lo-fi, but it is I'm writing dark fantasy, so there you go. I don't know. Sometimes people find that interesting. Hank's much slower writing alone, but there's something fun about writing with friends. It helps that Hank and I are antagonistic towards one another, so we push each other. And Hank's going to go get set up for a podcast episode that will be live streaming as soon as we're done here at the top of the hour. So I will make sure to put a comment or a comment down before that starts, a link to it so you can get to it. But timer's coming. I'm going to mute myself. I'll see you all on the other side. Okay, everybody. There we go. We are done with another word sprint. 902 words for me this time around. So I don't know if I'm just feeling extra productive today. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But it feels good. It feels good when you can sit down and you can get some of those words written because, like for myself, for example, I was aiming for 140,000 words for my current novel. It's looking more like 150, 160. So when you can knock out, we did 1,800 words today. That's just over 1%. 1% a day. That's fantastic. 100 days to get that done. Now that's not always the case, right? Monday, I think I wrote 600 words or so, and that's fine. Right? You still showed up, still wrote, and if you showed up today, Kara, you got 478 words done. That's fantastic. You showed up and you wrote, and you're writing for something really cool. I don't know if you told me what AWAI is, but I might just Google it now. American Writers and Artists Institute. Excellent. Someone else might have known that. I'm from Canada, so I don't know all the ins and outs of the American organizations and societies for writers and publishing. But that's awesome. Great job. Very cool that you're writing for that. Okay, we have just a few minutes left before we hit the hour. I'm going to just quickly grab everybody a link here. And sorry, YouTube signed me out. Here we go. So I'm gonna grab you a link because Hank has a podcast interview coming up just as soon as we're done here. And this was one. Yeah, there we go. Combining magic and mystery with Susan Stokes Chapman. I'm excited for it. I'm gonna hang around, hang out in the chat, see what's going on. I will put that here. There we go. And I did promise a quick tease about what's happening on Monday. So I'm not going to give too much away. And if you read the description of the live stream, if you get the newsletter this afternoon, you'll get more information. But a couple of years ago, Hank got some authors to join him in what they called the 60-day, write a novel in 60 days. And it was a live stream event where these 6 authors of varying levels in their author career came together, did some live streams, and they challenged each other to write a book in 60 days. It was cool. It was a lot of fun. It was very successful. Had a lot, and by success, I mean had a lot of engagement and got a lot of people writing. I wanted to bring that back, or we wanted to bring that back, and we're doing it more in a way that's less us and our author friends writing, and more like a workshop, a live program, almost course kind of thing for people to follow along with. And again, without giving too much away, it's going to be 60 days, 2 months. We've lined it up with November. So if you want to participate in NaNoWriMo, you can do it there. But we're going to do 1 month of planning, brainstorming, getting everything together. Whether you're a plotter or a pantser, it'll be good for you. And then the next month, we're going to aim for that 50,000 words based on what we've put together. And there will be a bunch of tools for it. We're going to have weekly live streams for it. And I shan't say more than that. That's all you get for joining me today, because I need to save something for Monday, right? So Monday at the same time we started here, it's 2 p.m. Eastern. Hank and I will be doing a live show where we talk about this more, where we answer questions, where we dive deeper into what's actually going to happen. There will be a little sign up thing if you want to follow along with that and get like the Dabble template that I've created for it. And then it will kick off on October 1st. So that's very exciting. I'm pretty pumped. I'm more than pretty pumped. I am stoked. I am over the moon. I can barely hold in my excitement for this because we've been putting in a lot of work for it, and I think it's gonna be really cool. So that's it for me today. I hope you got some valuable writing done. Thank you for hanging around for my ramblings. Hope that was enough of a tease to make it worthwhile. And just thank you for joining me. Kara, TW, Morgan, thanks for participating in the chat. Thanks for writing alongside me. And if you're willing, go head over to the YouTube link that I dropped in the chat there and check out Hank chatting with Susan Stokes Chapman about combining magic and mystery. And other than that, I will see you all later.